What is up guys, it's Simon from PianoPig.com, and in this video I'm going to show you a left-handed voicing, in fact two left-handed voicings, which you can use for any chord you can think of. This lesson was actually taken from my brand new course, The Ultimate Guide to Jazz Chords Volume 1, which is available now inside the PianoPig Academy. So if you'd like to get access to the full course with a bunch of other awesome stuff, then click the link in the description below and come and join us today. It would be awesome to see you on the inside. But for now, I'll hand you over to a previous version of myself teaching you all about these incredibly useful voicings. In this lesson, we're going to learn a bunch of rootless voicings, and once you've learnt and practiced them, it will mean you'll always have something to play in the left hand over any given chord. I'm sure you can imagine how useful this might be. You'll never be at a loss with what to play in your left hand over any progression or any jazz standard. I like to call these stock voicings because they are very popular. They'll probably already sound familiar to you if you've listened to much jazz, and they are just a great place to start and will build a solid foundation for you to further develop your left-handed voicings. And a quick fun fact for you, these were actually popularized by the great Bill Evans, and some people even refer to these as Bill Evans voicings. So let's jump straight in. In this lesson, I'm just going to briefly go over each voicing, and you can refer to the resource sheet if I'm going a tad quick. But in the next lesson, we'll be putting these voicings into the context of some progressions and standards. One other thing, for each chord, there will be two ways of playing the voicing. They will just be inversions of each other, and we can refer to them as type A and type B. So for a major 7 voicing, this is type A. This is for a C major 7, and we've got the 3, 5, 7, and 9. And these are obviously all rootless voicings. If you put that root down in the bass, you can really hear how rich and beautiful these voicings are. So that's our major 7 type A, and this is type B. The same notes, just in a different inversion. Practice going between them to really get them under your fingers. So that covers major 7 chords. For minor 7 chords, let's look at this one in D minor. We've got this. And this gives us the flat 3, 5, flat 7, and 9. And for our type B, next, let's look at dominant chords. For a G dominant 7, we would have this. A beautiful voicing. And this one gives us the flat 7, 9, 3, and 13. That's type A. For type B, we would play this. Again, the same notes, just in a different inversion. So we've covered major 7, minor 7, and dominant 7 chords. They are definitely the first 3 to learn, but let's not leave any gaps. We want to have a voicing for any chord that might come upon us. For a half diminished 7, or a minor 7 flat 5, we would play this. This is for a D half diminished 7. And we have the flat 3, flat 5, flat 7, and root up at the top. That's type A. For type B, we would play this. And if you haven't noticed yet, to get to type B from type A of any of these voicings, we've just been taking the bottom two notes of the voicing and putting them on the top. Next, we've got an altered dominant. So going back to G, for G altered, we would play this. And all we've done here is take the standard dominant 7 voicing we had earlier, and we've flattened the 9 and 13. And this voicing works really nicely for altered dominants. And for type B, we just take the bottom two notes and put them on the top to give us this. Next, we've got a diminished 7. This one is easy. We just stack a bunch of minor thirds. So for a C sharp diminished 7, go to the minor third and stack minor thirds on top. Or you can do it from the 7. And finally, we have a minor 6. For a C minor 6, we play this. Another one of my favourites. This gives us the flat 3, 5, 6, and 9. It's basically just the same as the voicing we used for our minor 7, except that we flatten the minor 7 to give us the 6 instead. And for our type B, so that now gives us two options for a harmonically rich left-handed voicing anytime we see a major 7, minor 7, dominant 7, altered dominant 7, half diminished 7, fully diminished 7, and a minor 6. And that's everything. If you learn these properly, you will always have something to play over any given chord in any progression or in any tune. Practicing and internalizing this would be a fantastic and extremely beneficial thing to do. And the best way to do that is by putting them into the context of progressions and standards, which is exactly what we're going to do in the following lesson. I'll see you there. So as I mentioned at the start of this video, this lesson was actually taken from my brand new course, The Ultimate Guide to Jazz Chords Volume 1. Which is available inside the PianoPig Academy, and if you'd like to get access to the full course, which I think is around 2.5 hours worth of content, as well as my whole collection of courses, quick tips, live Q&A calls, all sorts of goodies, then come and join us today. Click the link in the description below to find all the details. It would be really cool to see you in there. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. As always, I hope you found it useful, and I will see you next time.